Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to give thanks for the life of His Royal Highness, the Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, and to tender my deepest and heartfelt sympathies and that of the people of Upper Bann, whom I represent, to Her Majesty the Queen and the entire royal family. His Royal Highness was an incredible man in his own right, a life devoted to public service. Many words come to mind when people think of the contribution of Prince Philip: strength, duty, free thinker, forthright, service, an incredible life, I think we can all agree. His early years are like something out of an award-winning film. Born on an island of Corfu into a world of severe and life-threatening circumstances. From arriving in Britain via a British warship sent by his future wife's grandfather, King George V, in a crib made from an orange box, to a flourishing naval career. Like many of his generation, he fought with duty and courage in the Second World War. In Britain's darkest hour, he was among those that participated in the Allied invasion of Sicily. For the Duke of Edinburgh, service came first. Service to his nation and its people, and most importantly, for him, service to Her Majesty the Queen, spanning some 73 years. At the Queen's coronation in 1953, the Duke of Edinburgh swore to be Her Majesty's liege man of life and limb, a service paid in full. Perhaps Her Majesty herself, in her own words, quite sum up that life of service. He was quite simply been my strength and stay all these years, and I and his whole family in this and many other countries owe him a debt of gratitude greater than he would ever claim or we shall ever know. I can't begin to comprehend what Her Majesty the Queen and indeed the royal family are enduring today. They, like all families, grieve, but they grieve in the full glare of the media today. It is very difficult to quantify the depth of devotion and servitude made by the Duke of Edinburgh for his country and Commonwealth. In a life spanning over 99 years, he accompanied Her Majesty the Queen on all 251 of her overseas tours, and he reigns as the longest-serving consort of British history. Prince Philip had a genuine interest in Northern Ireland affairs. In his association with these shores lasting 73 years, with his first with Her Majesty taking place in 1949, despite the difficulties of the tragic and barbaric death of his uncle and mentor, Lord Louis Mountbatten, how difficult that must have been, but he was never afraid to reach the hand of peace across the divide. Through his distinctive presence and unique sense of humour, he put ordinary people at ease, engaging in all that would encounter. On Friday past, Mr. Speaker, in closing, this nation lost a giant. As with any death, his passing will leave a huge void with his family, friends and loved ones whose lives were touched by his presence. And in time, we will be able to celebrate and fully understand the legacy that he has left and rededicate ourselves to those values which he devoted his extraordinary life. I know Her Majesty the Queen will take great comfort in Scripture, and I particularly draw comfort from those words in Matthew 23. Well done, good and faithful servant. Thank you.